It's of $15.99 this morning, but make sure you're shopping for it because you're only going to see two colors because we've sold over 38,000 units since it's made its debut in November, and it's been quite popular. And here to tell us all about it is our good friend Elizabeth Watts. Hi, Elizabeth.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy to bring this vacuum, especially in your kitchen cleaning.
I know. Thank you.
Hour. But you know what's great is you can use this all over the house. I mean,
sure can.
We all need our big vacuums to clean the floors and do the big jobs, but we all also need a really good, powerful hand vacuum. This one has this amazing, I keep showing you the hose. Isn't that great? A stretch hose that actually goes back in place. It's not going to break or crack because it's nice and soft. And a lot of great tools like this extension. Just show you a couple of quick ideas for cleaning around the house with this. To get things like in between those sofa cushions, you need a real crevice tool. Yes. And this is a real crevice tool. It's not one of those little small, you know, maybe 2-inch crevice tools.
Yes.
So you have that with that flexi hose. And then I just want to show you this really quickly. When you want to use it for your couches, your stairs, in the car, this is a plug-in hose. And what I mean is it actually has two little prongs there in the bottom. When I put it together, now this is motorized. So we're actually using two motors, just like our bigger, our floor rocket that we have.
Look at that fur just goes right off the sofa.
No problem whatsoever, and it's perfectly safe. And also it has an articulating head, so if you want to get around the contours of the edges of the furniture and all, you're going to be able to do that.
Wonderful. Well, I'd love to show you what you get, and I'd love to give you your two color choices. So only two remain.
Yes.
It's been quite popular since we first started showing it in November. So if you join me down here, if you love that nice feminine color that Elizabeth was using, it's your fuchsia choice. And then here's something certainly more unisex if the guys are going to use it as well. It's what we call metallic blue. But then show me all that we get because this I'm really excited about.
Yeah, we're bringing this for the first time in this configuration is the micro tools. This is really great because this will be around the computers, in the car, all those really hard to reach places, you know, down in the dust and the vent in your dryer, all that. And so you're getting several different attachments and different brushes with the reducer and the hose. I'm going to show you how to use that in a minute, but we also give you a bag. So if you worry about losing all those little things, you can put them right in the bag. Here's that motorized brush head. Again, with the flexible top, you get a full-size dusting brush and the full-size crevice tool. And again, I'll just point that out. It's a full 12-inch crevice tool, which I think is important for when you really want to get those jobs done. And then, of course, your flexible hose comes with it as well. And I love that there's little color coordination on the tools to go with it, which I think is kind of
fun. Exclusive to us here at QVC, 5 easy monthly payments of $15.99. But take a look because, you know, there are those smaller messes. There are those messes that you need to get right on top of. You know, you're not going to be able to use your upright to get all the popcorn out of the sofa. You're not going to be able to use your upright and take it down and, you know, get all the dirt out of the trunk of the car when you took the Christmas tree home. This, you are able to do that. And perfect example here, where, you know, you don't have to now move the object to get to the mess. You can take this and get the mess in all its nooks and crannies.
Exactly. And another thing to point out is if you have a cordless hand vacuum that you've been using for these kind of things, you know what it's like. You're always racing the clock to try and use it before it runs out of power, right? You'll never lose power here because we give you a nice long plug. And we do it in the plug-in, not the cordless style, because it just gives you so much more power. That's what Shark's all about. You know the name now. We give you power, we give you performance, and these micro tools, those are so unique. Really, if you want to give this as a gift, my mother-in-law was like, I want those micro tools. Just the tools, you know.
Don't give the micro tools up. You're going to want them too. But, you know, remember when we first started the presentation, I said, you have just come to realize that Shark equals power. And that's not changing, even though this is that handheld vac. So we do this demonstration with the larger upright vac when it comes to the Shark brand. So tell everyone what you're going to do with a handheld vacuum cleaner right now. All right.
So I put on my special long tube, but I've got a full vacuum here. You can see it's all full of stuff. Normally, you go ahead and empty it. But I'm going to take this tube, and just with the suction in the vacuum full, I'm going to show you that we're not going to lose power. Ready? I've got a whole rack of billiard balls here. All right, Amy, what do you think?
I'm impressed.
Hand vacuum, isn't that amazing?
It really is. And you know, not that you're ever going to have to go pick up pool balls with your hand vac, but the point is that you're not sacrificing on power with this.
That's right.
And because, again, it has the cord Elizabeth mentioned, you're not racing the clock to get all your cleaning done. You know, somebody made a mess with the Cheerios, you grab this vac and you clean it up. Somebody made a mess with the cat litter, you grab this and you clean it up. It just really makes those what could be tedious chores a lot more easier to clean up, a lot more fun.
And what's fun too is that this is only 3.5 pounds. I just picked up 5.5 pounds of balls here. So just think about that. It has lots lots of power, even full. And you know what else is great about this? A lot of those small cordless vacuums have a filter on the inside, right?
Yes.
And you know what happens? First time you pick up fuzz, the filter gets clogged, right? Let me show you how to empty this, and, I just want to point out that we don't have a filter inside. And that's because we don't want you to get clogged up. So when you want to empty it, you just push the button right here in the front. Boom, the dirt actually drops out. This is not the filter. What you're seeing inside is just a little screen to protect the motor. The filter lives on top. So you can easily wash that. All you do is rinse it and let it air dry about once a month or so.
Easy enough. While I am here, just let me remind you, you can either choose the fuchsia, I'll tilt that up just a little bit, or this one's called metallic blue. Sometimes it's even hard to see the blue. You just see the metallic, and it could even read a little silver if you want.
It's a beautiful
But those
color,
are your two choices, and you'll get all of the tools with it. So it's 4 attachments and that little mini collection as well to get the keyboards and all the electronics clean. Okay, where to, Elizabeth?
Let's do the stairs. I mean,
okay, I'm going to switch sides with you.
A lot of people think you have to use your big vacuum on the stairs to get the power. Well, not anymore, because we actually just showed you you're not going to lose power, even full. When you've got this plugged in, again, you've got that motorized brush roll, so it's 2 motors working together. Okay. And I just want to show you this articulating head and how easy this is to use. When I go down the side here, look at how it hugs the side of the stairs. See that?
Yeah, I did see that.
So I don't have to worry about missing all the hair that's on this part of the stairs.
Yes.
Lots of power, 3.5 pounds, and so easy to snap on and off the attachments too. So, you know, whatever you need, you can take care of.
I love that it's 3.5 pounds too when you are on the stairs, because who wants to have this heavy vacuum that you're trying to balance and clean at the same time?
Clunk, clunk, clunk. Or to take out to your car.
Yeah, let's watch this. The car mats. Oh gosh, you know what? If you live in a winter area, they're salt, and then you're bringing it all into the car. There's all that dirt and grime right now in your mats.
That's exactly right. Or the pets taking, if you put your pets in the car. And look at the groom lines. We're actually able to get carpet lines. And this thing is so lightweight and easy. If you do have an RV, I gave it to my my dad for Christmas. They have an RV. They're going to keep it in the RV and use it in the house. So it's just really simple, and you can see how this pops. It really gets the deep down dust. There was sawdust in that, you know, chips. It gets all the different kinds of messes.
Yep, and plus I was going to tell you too, you know, nowadays it makes so much sense in our homes to have more than one vacuum cleaner. So if you have like wall-to-wall carpet upstairs in the bedroom, okay, this maybe isn't the vacuum cleaner that you're leaving up there. You're leaving your Shark upright upstairs. But where you are in the kitchen, it is a kitchen cleanup show, where food happens, where the animals are living with you, this is the perfect time to keep that there, and then you can also go down to the garage and use it there too.
And perfect, if you want to use the micro tools, like in the kitchen, I was helping my friend clean up for she has an apartment that she rents, so she's like, can you please come help me? I brought this. I used it with the extension hose in the cabinets. I used the micro tools, you know, around back behind the appliances, like around where you keep your microwave and all. Sometimes it's hard to get that.
It is.
You can use these around that, or like we're doing here, the computer keyboards. What about in the car? You know, this is a great gift for someone who really likes to keep their car clean, because I like to show this. A regular vacuum, or even those things when you go and put the coins in at the, you know, when you're trying to vacuum your car, you can't get it down in, even if you have a nice dust brush like that. When you have this, we give you the various tools. I'm going to change it to this little guy here, because I want to show you how great it is, even in your coin holders. Look at that. Nice. I mean, what else is going to get right down inside there? Where am I going? There we go. I'm backwards. Here we go. Upside down and backwards. And then we give you the great little bag. So even if you wanted to keep that in your glove box, you could do that.
Cool. You know, let me remind you, you can only find this here. It's exclusive to QVC. Fuchsia or metallic blue are your two choices. The table that you're staring at right now, that is everything that you're getting. So remind me the name of my tools. I've got the flexible hose attachment.
Yep, you have the dust brush and the crevice tool and your rotating brush, that's the motorized tool, and then those micro tools, a whole kit of all the different varying things that you get there.
Well, over 100 orders have been placed. Use your Easy Pay. It's how I pay for a lot of things over time here at QVC, but they get sent to your house immediately. So monthly payments of $15.99. Elizabeth, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I am headed to Christopher Joyce again, I believe, but I want to remind you of something coming up a little later in the show. You know how we're always showing you the best of the best here at QVC in the cleanup world, and this is the way to get a really terrific mop. In fact, it's a rotating mop that will come with 2 mop heads, but the bucket that it arrives with is called a spinner bucket, and it's a really, really neat concept on how to wring out your mop. That's on 2 easy